Hi everyone, back at Wednesday of the OETC 15 conference. I've gathered a couple more participants, and with me is Melissa Prohaska and Katie Ritter, who are Instructional Technology Specialists in Middletown City Schools. And welcome. You had mentioned that you went to the Keynote this morning. What did you think? It was Danielle.
I don't know her last name, but I know she works for Pixar.
Yes. So talk about Danielle's presentation. It escapes me.
I thought it was really interesting. I knew that there was a ton of time that went into the animated movies and cartoons and everything, but I had no idea how much time. She talked about the movie Brave and the main character and how just the hair alone, she said it took 3 years to get the hair down right. And she showed a screencast of them actually how they made the hair and how they used certain pieces of the hair to kind of animate the rest of the hair. And so I thought that was really cool to actually get to see it in action and how they do it. So I thought it was really interesting.
I really like the way that she brought in that some of the math terminologies that they have to use and the physics they have to use. It's just not about graphic design. They have to apply a lot of other skills that hits different. And the coding was amazing. And how she talked about being a woman, going to Harvard and code, it just really started to hit home how we needed the girls in coding, things like that. So it was really great. I'll never look at Pixar movie again the same.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the lighting that she talked about, I was like, wow.
Every single detail.
It was interesting.
Well, and I think we talk about the terms college and career ready, and this is something we leave out of the conversation. Is coding really is that college and career ready skill, and there's jobs out there.
Yeah, and she mentioned a statistic that there's going to be 1.4 more million jobs in the next by 2020, and we don't have enough kids ready with those skills coming in the job force. So they're going to be plenty of those jobs available.
So in your role, tell us about what you're doing as instructional technology specialist. Are you seeing this trend? Are you trying to get teachers in your schools involved in coding and that sort of thing? Or what other trends are
you? A little bit. I think that that's definitely something that we want to work towards. I think depending on how comfortable the teachers are using technology initially, we're trying to get them more comfortable and using some of the stuff that we would kind of consider basic and get them comfortable doing that, because when you say coding, it's an intimidating word and it scares people and they think I don't have the skills to do that. So I think getting them comfortable using technology a lot more than they already are, and then once they're comfortable and they're using it and they're integrating it to their lessons every day, I think then working towards showing them how they could do the hour of code week, or trying to incorporate some stuff like that where we show them that it's not quite as scary as it sounds, and it's becoming a lot more accessible to everyday people through all of these different programs, like some that she talked about in the Keynote today. And so just to kind of get kids interested in trying it.
Additional thoughts on that?
I think as we do with the younger kids, because Katie deals with the high school older kids age, and I'm the younger age, bringing in the video component of, this is what's happening in Pixar and DVD, and show them something this is their career for coding. This is how you're going to use it in your career, making that link between real life and the classroom. I think that's really going to get the kids interested in coding more.
So what are your kind of takeaways from the conference you're hoping to get?
We're always looking for just new ideas and new tools, and if I can walk away from this conference with 3 new websites or tools that I didn't know about that are awesome and that the teachers are going to love and be able to utilize, then I consider that a success for me. So usually you come across a lot more than that, but I just hearing the other ways that people are using stuff in the classroom and just taking that back and sharing ideas and tools.
We're a Google school district, and there's so many extensions and different ways to use stuff that it's an endless search every day. So I really am looking for a couple new extensions that I can have to show teachers that they can use immediately in their classroom. I really always look for something that I can go to a teacher the next day and they can implement it into their classroom the next day.
Do you feel that's maybe the wave of the future is Google. Microsoft is also developing things with Office 365. Apple, of course, has a whole suite of things. Is that where we're heading? I know Google Chromebooks have been really
popular.
Yes, they're coming on the scene, and is that what you're seeing? And
we were just having this discussion
Yes,
with a
we
couple
were.
people last night,
night.
and they were saying, okay, if price isn't not factored in at all, would you go with Microsoft Office Suite or would you go Google? And I said, but that's the thing, is that price is such a big factor, and you can't separate the two because it is such a big factor.
Yes.
And I think, a few years ago, I would have said if money wasn't an object, I would go Office because that's what most businesses use, and we want to prepare the kids for business and the next steps, and get them the exposure and familiarity using those tools. But I think that we're seeing a lot of now even businesses are starting to go Google, and they've got the apps for businesses and and hosting the mail for companies now and everything. So I think we're starting to see that shift in companies, which then trickles down to how we are going to prepare our kids. So I definitely think that is becoming a shift. I don't know that it'll swing completely the other way, where everyone goes from Office to Google, and and we kind of leave Microsoft in the dust. I don't know that that's ever going to be the case, but I think it's definitely going to be more evened out a little bit.
And I don't think it's really the product. I think it's this technology skills. Google's come a long way to add a lot of new features in the documents and the sheets and all of that. And the kids just need to know how to use the tools, regardless if it's Excel or Sheets, regardless if it's presentation or PowerPoint, regardless if it's Word or Documents. They need to know how to format and all that. And that all those products have those features. We just need the kids to have the skills and be taught the skills regardless of what platform you're on. Because the kids can go back and forth.
Yeah,
that's the way that they can apply. It's honestly the older adults who can't jump back and forth. The kids, as long as you're teaching the foundational skills, regardless of what platform you're on, they're going to be great.
Well, I think that's a good point, and I know asked that same question 5 years ago, we would be talking about iPads and the revolution that was coming, and it's still there. iPads are still a solid piece of educational, potential, but Chromebooks have just taken by storm. And again, the Surface tablets are coming as well, I think. So, fun times. Always trying to keep up with that.
Yeah,
always changing.
Okay, it's Speed Geek question time. So go ahead. Somebody can click the button. So again, quick, short answers. Oh, this is
that's easy.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
I'm Star Wars. Live by it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love my Star Wars.
Okay. Yes. Star Wars. Okay. The originals or?
I'm an original.
Okay.
I remember waiting in line for it when I was in 4th grade, and it sold out. And I was crying.
I do too.
Sometimes she comes to work with her hair all done up like Princess
Leia.
Melissa, come on.
No, I'm 1,000% Star Wars.
Nice.
So. All right. Let's see. Favorite social network? Twitter.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Twitter for both?
I would say Twitter.
I'm glad you said that. You would think at an ed tech conference you get a lot of Twitter, but a lot of people didn't even have a handle yet. So to get on there, amazing. Too many resources. All right, one more.
Okay.
Mac, PC, or Chromebook?
Ironically, we both have Macs at home. We use PC at work, and we use Chromebooks at work. So I can't even. I go back to, we have the skills, so I don't care what platform I use. There's definitely pros to Mac, pros to PC, and pros to Chromebook. So I can't. It's not a debate for me.
Personally, I like using a Mac. I mean, that's why that's my personal laptop. But at work, since we use Office at work and Outlook and everything, I think that works a lot better on PC. So for work, I say PC because that's what we're using. But I mean, the Chromebooks are such an awesome option too. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty indecisive. I think that's us on this one.
Well, you know what? I think that probably should be the right answer, right? Especially in your role, you really can't just be a one trick pony. So great. All right, well, enjoy the rest of the conference, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, I will stop this.